speak English. No. We speak English, Punjabi, Lithuanian, Urdu, Polish, Romanian, Bulgarian, Turkish, Tamil, Bengali, French, and Cockney. Community response to xenophobia in London. I have to sit down and appreciate that Cockney is on that list, because many English people don't actually speak English either. A gammon, speak English. Some chav in a tracksuit holding an unmarked bottle. Oi, you what, mate? Having a giggle? I'll bash your head in, I swear on me 11 foster mums. I can't read cursive handwriting. What does this say? I can't read cursive handwriting. Me neither. That's why I asked. I feel like my grade in elementary school was like one of the last grades to actually learn cursive. I don't know if that's just me being a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I'm 25. But I know they don't do that nowadays in school. They don't teach you cursive. You have to do that yourself. But they definitely taught me cursive in like 3rd grade. Today I learned that hard disks are so sensitive to vibration that just screaming at them diminishes their performance. Getting screamed at diminishes my performance too. You ain't special. Reblog if getting screamed at diminishes your performance. Yeah, so not only does getting screamed at diminish my performance, but getting screamed at also will just make me sob uncontrollably. I will cry. I will cry right in front of you. I've started at my day job using my special talent where if I get yelled at either over the phone or in person, if it's bad enough, I start crying on command, even if it I just do it to make the other people uncomfortable. They see a grown-ass 25-year-old 6'3" big man start sobbing. They're like, oh dude, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, I bet you feel bad now. Is this rock special or can I toss it out? When the whole house got the autism. You never know, there are some special rocks out there. Skeleton of a cave bear in Bear's Cave, Romania. Wonder why it's called that. This sent me down a massive historical rabbit hole, but long story short, it's called Romania because there were once Romans there. I see what you did there, you snarky, clever son of a bitch. Algorithms are using human language to reroute around them in real time. I'm listening to this YouTuber say things like, the bad guy unalived his minions, because words like kill are associated with demonetization. Academics trying to reconstruct what went wrong in 1,000 years are gonna think demonetization is a variant of demonization, which is incorrect, but only technically. These words were invoked for ritual purposes. It was believed that certain words had the power to attract the wrath of a fear entity called the algorithm, whose assumed powers were as far-reaching as they were vague. The biggest reason I know we haven't captured an alien spacecraft is that its specs haven't been leaked on War Thunder forums or in the Thug Shaker Discord that all the other stuff got leaked in. That's how you know. I'm laughing so much. A group of really loud boys sat down next to us in McDonald's and one of them just picked up his burger and said to his friends, I bet I can put this whole thing in my mouth. And my mom turned to me and said, well, we know who the gay one is. And they heard her and none of them have said a word since. Jeez. No. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Maybe the kid doesn't even know it yet. He just really likes showing off that he can put stuff in his mouth a lot. Two asexual sitting in a tree. SITTING. Please call the fire department. We're stuck. Get them out, guys. They climbed the tree, but they're too scared to get down. They're stuck up there like cats. Where's Superman when you need him? All right, so we're eating at Chicken at Chicken near the crossroads of Wolfing and in Austria. There's no way there is a restaurant in Austria called Chicken. You're shitting me right now, right? This is not going to be what makes me go to Europe, but I would love to eat at Chicken and have some chicken at Chicken near the crossroads of Wolfing and in Austria. I just traded my neighbor a jar of raw honey for his parakeet's corpse. It is also worth noting that the only reason I have so much raw honey is because I made a dress for a beekeeper's daughter, and that I need the parakeet bones to make a necklace for the woman who fixed my antique cello, and that I got the cello as payment for juggling at a child's birthday party. When did my life get this weird? Your life is a side quest. Yeah, these are the kind of people I expect to be on Tumblr all the time. So, fun fact, did you know that you can gain extra forbidden time by staying up late in the night? But watch out. Shit, this is great. You can get so much done if you don't sleep. The consequences. Not the consequences. I used to suffer the consequences all the time from staying up late. But recently, and I think the past like 3 months or so, I've been sleeping like a baby because of Pokemon Sleep. Not a sponsor, but Pokemon Sleep has single-handedly fixed my sleep schedule. I used to stay up until 2 or 3 a.m. and wake up at 7 every day to go to work. But now I go to sleep at 11:30 at the latest. It's awesome. Not a sponsor. Sometimes I think the reason they scrapped the original Hotel Transylvania Dracula design was because they knew that if we got that on the big screen, you guys wouldn't be able to handle yourselves. Oh, it can't be that bad. Oh no, he's hot! I see trees of green, green trees there too. I see the trees and they are green, and I think to myself, I am lost in these woods. This is definitely me when I get lost in the woods. Just saying. My boyfriend said he was going to email me this fantasy about us. So I'm expecting a dirty email, and he just sent it, and it starts off with 5 paragraphs of world building. I swear to God, if you don't want him, I do. We're getting into world building for dirty RP. Oh boy. Woo! Count me in. Not resilient like a beautiful flower pushing up through concrete, but resilient like an inflatable bounce back clown toy being punched repeatedly in the head by a maniacal 5-year-old. I strive for that level of resiliency. One of these days, I will achieve it. What was the discussion about using fuck in Good Omens? First Azraphale, then Crowley, then Gabriel. Was there a discussion, or was it just like, this is the only proper response to discorporation? When Terry read the bit, he phoned me up and said, you can't say fuck in a Terry Pratchett novel, but you can in a Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett novel. I said, they will blame me. And he said, fair enough. And that was the discussion. That's great. I don't know anything about Good Omens other than my friend Klein really likes it. He calls it Old Man Yowie. But otherwise I know nothing about it, and this makes enough sense, I would say. I hate it when your parents are like, I know you better than you know yourself. Like, no you don't. Like, oh, you're an expert on the inner machinations of my psyche? Name 3 of my top 10 existential dreads. But I raised you. Yeah, and the only version of me that you know is the one I carefully crafted so that you wouldn't ask me questions, because it became obvious early on you couldn't handle the honest answers. They didn't have my name at Ripley's Aquarium. There's no way that's real. Came across the best mug ever the other day. It hasn't happened since 1936, but a reminder that if an NHL game goes to a 6th overtime, they drop the second puck. Per rules, in the event of a 7th overtime, which has never happened, 5 pucks are in play and a face-off is taken simultaneously at all 5 face-off circles, with each team playing 15 players plus goaltender at once. Rules for an 8th overtime, which again has never happened in the NHL, are sealed inside a red envelope which has not been opened since 1917. Give us the Forbidden Ice Boys rules. I gotta know what's inside that red envelope. I'm breaking into the NHL headquarters and I am opening that bit myself. It's so funny that spaghetti westerns are called that because they were directed by Italians. Imagine if people started calling Marvel movies hamburger shonen. We should just do that. We can just do that. I'm gonna be so real with you. I am not calling Marvel movies hamburger shonen. It's not happening. Apparently, when my grandma first came to America, she didn't know what a raccoon was and assumed it was a fricked up cat and adopted it. I just imagine this 13-year-old girl with a heavy Eastern European accent being like, this is my cat, Peter. He is not very friendly. This is gonna be very controversial, especially in this day and age. I don't understand why people like raccoons. I don't get it. Like, they're like, oh, OMG, they're so cutesy wootsy, and there's some people that have them as pets. I don't get it. I don't understand that. So yesterday, I got home from my best friend's birthday party, and 30 seconds later, my sister comes into my room and asks me if I can keep a secret, and I said it depends, and she pulled a f***ing cat out behind her back, and I was like, I think we can keep this between us. His name is Peanut, and he's this country's most precious secret. Well, now 171 people know about this. You had one job. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't gone to therapy since your dad died. Holy shit! Spider-Man! A real-life moment between my boyfriend and I. They both said it. They both said it. That's so funny. Oh, that's a terrible Spider-Man, too. If you ask yourself, would Gomez Adams treat me this way? And the answer is no. Move on from that situation. If you're a WLW, ask if Morticia would ever treat you this way. If the answer is no, move on. Is this how an Adams would behave? Is the best way to make sure you're being treated fairly with love. I've never seen the Adams Family. I know nothing about it, but if they're treating each other right, that's what you should want, fellas. Honestly, what is it with STEM fields and turning every man who majors in one to look like this? My father used to be a frat boy who went to parties and got drunk as hell, but every pic of him post-graduating in chemical engineering looks like this. What happened? Stembofication is real, and it happened to me. Stembofication is a new word I did not know I needed, but I know plenty of people in STEM, and I am going to start using that. So the shower perch fell off the wall today, and Mia got a bit more water than she bargained for. Mia would like the internet to know that she is now warm and dry. Oh, she's so cute. I love that. Birds are cute. I don't think I could ever own one. I just feel like it'd be like having a dog is enough, you know? I told my girlfriend that I was having an episode earlier, and she replied, is it the beach episode? And it shocked me so much that it grounded me immediately. Got asked by a nurse at psych ward, are you like legit sad? As I was sobbing on a chair. Made me stop crying because I was so perplexed. Hashtag, I want you all to know that this is like a legit strategy that's taught to people. Lamau. Say something so stupid or absurd that it distracts the person's brain so much that it drags them back and grounds them. Like, people are actually taught to do this. I'll make sure to keep this in mind next time one of my friends has an episode. I would say next time my girlfriend has an episode, but I don't have a girlfriend. I'm very alone. Anyone else here with me? Single, like a Pringle? It'd be like that. Has anyone else noticed how successive governments' wars on teenagers, homeless people, and other undesirables have left us with basically zero public seating, or water fountains, public washrooms, outdoor tables, etc., etc.? It's crazy. It's crazy how bad governments hate homeless people, that they will just eradicate anything that could possibly be used by them and have everyone else also suffer with them. It's ridiculous. I have never noticed how strong that penguin's braid game is. That's a raccoon. There's no way you get those mixed up, right? Penguins? Those are birds. Raccoons? Those are rodents? No, they're not rodents. What are they? They're something. They're mammals, all right? Not a bird. When I check my activity on Tumblr, I feel like the CEO of a failing company. That's what the CEO of Tumblr feels like too. Yeah, I cannot believe the CEO of Tumblr dropped the ball like that. Remember when Tumblr was just porn? My zoologist friend and I were comparing notes, and apparently we both canceled dates and cut off contact with prospective romantic interest after they indicated a disdain for frogs. Date each other? Just an idea. Sadly, we're both gay in the wrong direction. Good for you guys. Shout out gay people. I'm like a romanceable NPC. If you compliment me once per day for a week straight, you unlock the dialogue option to marry me. Throw my favorite food at me 5 times and I will approach you and tell you I love you. Dude, I am just like a Stardew Valley NPC. If you just give me a couple of my favorite things and talk to me, I'll be like, ooh, marriage, please. I love when fic writers who clearly have never tried any kind of alcohol in their lives try to write someone drinking because they're always like, he ordered a tall glass of hard liquor. After 3 large glasses, he was feeling tipsy. Like, baby girl, I can't be sure, but I think you just sent this man to the hospital. The amber liquid tasted sweet. Bestie, I can assure you it did not. He drank the large glass of cheap whiskey in a single shot. No, he did not. I told the hibachi guy to make me regret being born when he asked how spicy I wanted my spicy chicken, and he just nodded solemnly. I'll see you all in Valhalla. I'm seeing dead prophets. They weren't lying. That chicken can kill you. It tastes really good though. My compliments to the chef. Hey, do you have any advice for a 10-year-old? Yeah, get off the internet and eat as much dirt as you can before it becomes socially unacceptable. It is already socially unacceptable to eat dirt. What are you talking about? But I agree, 10-year-old, get off the internet. You are 10. You should not be on Tumblr. You should not be on any social media website. Go read a book. Go outside. Go get hit in the ankle with a Razor scooter. Go do something. Your bra strap is showing? I thought this was me at first and I was really confused. OMG, hi. We're multiplying. Hey. Oh no! Oh my god, that's really funny. I really enjoy this. Thanks for making me this hot tea, bro. Why did the steam make the shape of a skull and crossbones when you stirred it? LOL. Oh my god, yeah, this is Emperor's New Groove coded. For sure. They're just trying to kill the guy. I love that in a lot of classic literature, people just randomly fall ill, but bro, their homes were stacked to the roof with arsenic and asbestos and lead and radium. Of course they were sick all the time. And then they're like, we took my ill wife to the seaside and her condition improved remarkably. And it's like, Edward, your house has 7 time bombs in it. Please just leave your wife at the seaside and she'll do very well not getting mesothelioma. Edward, your wife may be entitled to financial compensation. The most marked for death mercenary to ever live has just died in an ordinary plane explosion. I don't get this. Why is it purple? Why are you purple? Something I don't think people appreciate enough about Reddit is the sheer dedication tens of thousands of people can have to a good joke. For example, r/Amish. There are no posts in this subreddit. I get it. I get it. That's funny. I love that. Fun statistical fact. Cows are about 300 times more likely to kill you than coyotes. Minor side note to statistical fact. If it was common for people to keep several hundred coyotes on their property and routinely chase them into a corral and handle them, the statistic would be different. Hashtag, that's why presentation of data matters. To prevent misinformation, Pirates of the Caribbean really introduced an eldritch octopus man who kills indiscriminately and torments the dead as their poster villain, and then you watch the movie and it's like, oh no, actually, the worst villain in this series is a small white British man who functions as the herald of capitalism, and that was very, very brave of them. Hashtag, here is a man so heartless, he has literally cut his own heart out of his chest, but he's still not as evil as the East India Trading Company. Ugh, stupid sci-fi movies that are like, what if you had to pay to be alive? That's just being disabled. Selling literal minutes of your life as currency, that's just living under capitalism, idiot. My love, my dear, my precious baby bird, I am kissing you so gently on the forehead. Please listen to my words. That is the point. For the love of God, everyone please learn the meaning of of allegory. I'm dying here. Dystopia does not predict the future. It criticizes the present. This is the realest post on the entire collection so far. Fathers casually dropping the craziest lore of their lives in the middle of a conversation. My brother and I trying to piece together our dad's life based on random info he casually brings up once and then never mentions again. Student confidently submits worst essay professor has ever graded. Students, you have no idea how high that bar is. I had a student who plagiarized from a yaoi hen site. There's no going back from that one. Dude, there's sure not yaoi hen. Good lord. Ever get the feeling Victor Hugo had something against innkeepers? Who the frick is Victor Hugo? He used to eat unpeeled oranges and lobsters with their shells, and he ate half an ox in one sitting, and he had more than 200 mistresses. One of them was his son's wife, and yeah, he also wrote Les Mis. I flat out refuse to attempt and verify any of this. I will not Google this. The knowledge will just sit in my head with all the other accumulated crap labeled "don't examine too closely." My mom loves to lie, and like she always swears she was never homophobic or anything to me as a child. I even have a gay work friend, but a really funny memory resurfaced recently where I asked if I could use birthday money I had to buy a rainbow flag when I was like 7 because I loved rainbows, and she said no, that means something evil and God will hate you. So what did I do but ask my grandma for a rainbow sweater for Christmas, and proceeded to only wear that sweater for 3 years when it got cold because I didn't like the idea that God hated colors and I wanted to challenge him. Shout out to all 7-year-olds who love to challenge God. None of y'all know what propaganda actually is, do you? It's when a British person takes a good look at something. This is legitimately the absolute funniest thing anyone has ever added to one of my posts. Thank you for your service. Oh yeah, a propaganda. Love it. Tomfoolery. Over the years from 1800 to 2019, tomfoolery at an all-time high. We are so back, baby. Tomfoolery's on the rise. You'll love to see it. The sexual tension between two gas stations on the same intersection. I'm so sick of this. Two gas stations can't even be on the same block without some walnut shipping them. While I can't find a single fic for Denny's or Applebee's with Denny's bottoming. You're literally out of your mind if you think Denny's isn't a top. I wish the 2012 apocalypse actually happened. I think we all do at this point. I think we all do. Light a candle directly in front of your automatic Glade spray air freshener. That way, every 9 minutes, a fireball shoots across your living room table, intimidating your house guests, asserting your dominance in your domain. Click. Boom. Harvard. Bro, you want a scholarship? You better stop! Oh god, my voice cracked. Holy shit. Let's pretend that didn't happen, fellas. Hey, weird question, but what happens if you put two reasonably likable anthropologists of wildly different cultures together in the same room? Do they study each other? Can they? Is it like an infinite conversational feedback loop? I'm imagining two dogs eternally sniffing each other's butts at the park. We got Ariel, and then we got the guy from Treasure Planet. I don't remember his name, but yeah, I get this. What car would you build a time machine out of? An old VW Beetle, because it wouldn't look out of place literally anywhere. Lancelot. Egad, sir. Look at that. King Arthur. Rare to see a VW Beetle this far north. Not impossible, mind. I think this would be a great Herbie reboot. If they rebooted Herbie the Love Bug and just made it like Back to the Future, I think that'd be f***ing awesome. 17-year-old NASA intern discovers a new planet on his 3rd day. The 17-year-old, every NASA scientist. I don't get to name the planet. My brother had the idea of calling it Wolftopia, but I think TOI 1338b is sufficient. King, I think it is not f***ing sufficient at all. Wolftopia or bust. Also, Wolftopia is gorgeous, by the way. Wolftopia is nearly the size of Saturn and orbits 2 stars that closely orbit each other. That's crazy. Shout out Wolftopia, fellas. Forum, help. Hey guys, I'm experiencing this problem running my game. Same here. 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 Thread closed. Never mind, I fixed it. Hey, I got the same problem. Can you tell me how you managed to make it work? Sure, I PM'd you the fix. Last reply, August 3rd, 2002. This is literally everything. I see this all the time. It's actually crazy how accurate this is. My teacher, you can't use Wikipedia as a source. It's not reliable. Me, who edited the Karl Marx anime article to say he was into vor and then had it changed back within 10 minutes. Chaos control. Wrong picture, wrong picture, wrong picture. Mr. Krabs with the Chaos Emeralds and the Goku hair, and it's so blurry. I think I saw the main character of an anime today. He was out with who I assumed was his girlfriend, and they literally look like this. Hashtag Roger and Jessica Rabbit. I need me a baddie like this. If you look like this and are above the age of 23, please DM me. I hope they find a stupid tiny fish or something on Mars and make mining illegal, just like the Devil's Hole in California. These endangered bastards and their bathtub-sized habitat, just the surface shelf of a giant cave structure, thanks, single-handedly pissed off so many businessmen. How dare you hide this in the tags? Hashtag, these fish are so rare and multiple tries to move them so people can mine or develop here have occurred. The thing is, they don't work. They die. Attempts have been made to breed them with other pupfish to see if they can boost the population, but the wild thing, they basically stop being Devil's Hole pupfish. All of their special traits are gone gone after 1 or 2 gen, and developers hate these fish so much there have been assassination attempts on them, which is why the hole is surrounded by fencing. There's a special breeding attempt in an indoor facility that is made to perfectly mimic the wild conditions they thrive under, and so far it's working, but the people working on the project are so worried about someone going after the project, the location is secret. There's a secret fish facility for the rarest fish ever. No language should be mocked other than French. Birds is oiseau in French. No letter is pronounced the way it should, and there are 7 of them. It's pronounced oiseau, and yes, I will die mad about it. Oiseau hits every vowel in the French alphabet and manages to only pronounce with 2 goddamn syllables. Got vowels coming out the wazoo. Oh, I love that. That was good. That's a good one.